Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're one of my ride or dies, welcome back. And you know how I feel about you. I love you, I love you, I love you. Today's video is going to be a cook with me. We are having a roasted pork loin with all the fixings. The menu consists of the pork loin, mashed potatoes, gravy from the roast pork, stewed apples, and sauteed broccoli and mushrooms. It's quite a good menu. So let's get started. So friends, I am adding my onions to the bottom of my dish. And then once I do that, as you can see, I am seasoning the onions. And after I do that, I'll add a little olive oil and then I'll mix that all up. The sauteed and seasoned onions will give the meat more flavor, and they will also taste great if you add them to the top of your meat, as lots of people like to do. And once I get done with the onions, I will add my meat. Now you'll see that I'm going to wash my meat, and I know that there's a big dilemma out there with that, but for me, I just feel that I have to wash my meat. I'm not just going to take it out of all of that blood and the package and just put it in the dish. So now I'm going to at least rinse it off before adding it to the dish, and then I will season it as well. When you buy the pork loins at Harris Teeter, for some reason, instead of leaving it whole the way I would like it, they split it in half so you get two. It's easier to prepare and slice if it's cut, not cut in half, but is one large slice. But this is what you get, and they were on sale. If you saw my haul, my last haul video, they were on sale, and you buy one, you get one free. And I think the most I paid was $13. So $13, I got two of these. So there's another one in the freezer that's cut like this as well. So now I'm going to go in with my seasonings, and of course you know what I do, my seasoned salt. Then I add some garlic powder, black pepper, my snap, and I just add just a little bit of that because it's really it can be hot and spicy. So I add a little bit of that. We like it a little spicy though. And then I add my mixed seasoning that has parsley and a lot of goodies, oregano in it. This seasoning here, it's a combined season. I picked this up at I want to say Home Goods a while back, and it really gives everything a good flavor. I love the leaves. It comes out in the leaves, and it's not just powdery. And of course, my black pepper. And then I will rub this in. That's the slap your mama. I call it snap. Because if you slap your mama, you might get snapped on. But add a little olive oil, massage it in, and then turn it over and do the same thing to the other side.
Ooh, baby, it's like the world is on our side. Nothing can bring me down tonight. And ooh, baby, when we're together,
As you can see, I will add less seasoning on the back side of it because I'm going to flip this back over when I'm done, and this will have the seasoning from the onions as well as the seasoning from the top. So a lot less salt for sure. The garlic's okay, but a lot less of the seasonal. I don't use salt, but of the seasonal. Just a little tip there. And I do rub both sides with the olive oil. And you know what? When you do that, you really don't have to add any broth or anything if you're cooking it slow. And we've got all day, so this will just kind of cook on about, I'll say about 325. And so it'll be nice and tender and cook from the inside out when you bake it at about that. As you can see, I rinse my hands a lot. I don't like to touch my my containers, my seasoning containers, and then put them back in the cabinet. So that's why you see me doing that a lot. How about you? Do you find yourself when you're cooking, do you wash your hands a lot? I do, a lot. So I'm going to cover this tightly with foil and put it in the oven at 325, maybe 350, and just let it cook slowly. Like I said, we're not in any hurry. And then after that, I will start on my stewed apples. Now the mashed potatoes, I don't know where the footage for that went, but it's not here. But we all know how to make mashed potatoes. The only thing I did differently this time, and I will tell you, I added, I heated some chicken stock in the microwave, and I also added heavy cream instead of regular milk, and they came out, they were delicious. But I lost that footage somewhere. But again, like I said, most people know how to make mashed potatoes. And those are the only two things I did differently. Now for my stewed apples, I added 3 tablespoons of the brown sugar. I will add 2 tablespoons of the white sugar. I will add vanilla and also some cinnamon and lemon juice. And that's it. I didn't even add any butter, which I do sometimes, but these apples were so sweet and so good on their own, and they came out, they were delicious. I cored and peeled them first, got them all washed up, and now I'm adding the seasonings. And I always like something with apples with pork, so today it was stewed apples. So when you make pork, just a question for you, do you also have apples on the side? My mom always did that, and I guess that's what I do most of the time. Now there, of course, are sometimes I don't have apples, or I just don't feel like doing it. But if I'm making a good meal and I have pork, I always add the apples. So tell me, do you do that as well? This vanilla is some that I got from Jamaica, and I bought like 3 of the clear, of the light, and 2 of the dark, and I'm still using it. And that was when we went on our honeymoon 14 years ago. So it does last because I'm not a real big baker, and as you could see, the bottles were big, and it doesn't take that much. And my girlfriend just got back, and she said that she brought me a bottle back because I was getting low. I just like it and prefer it better. So I'm not going to add any water or anything because, as you know, the apples will cook down and make their own along with the sugar. So I'm going to cook these on a medium heat, and I'm going to watch them and stir because I don't want them to stick, and because there's no added water or juice or anything. But look at how it makes it own. I added none, and look at all of that that's in the bottom of the pot. That came from the apples and the sugar. So they are going to be yummy. Now, I said that I did not have the footage for the mashed potatoes, and I don't. But I also sauteed broccoli and mushrooms together on top of the stove. Just put them in with some avocado oil and toss them around with some seasonings. I don't have the footage for that either. I don't know what happened to my footage. And I did the potatoes and the vegetables at the same time, and I guess wherever the potato footage is, that's where the vegetable footage is. But you will see it plated in just a little bit. And there you go. Everything turned out really, really well, and we enjoyed the meal. If you have any questions, please leave me comments below, and I'll be glad to share any tidbits that I have for this meal. It was so delicious. The roast, as you could see on the plate, was falling apart, and we absolutely enjoyed it that way. This was a short and sweet video, and I hope that you enjoyed it. And like I said, if you have any questions about the meal, please leave it in the comments below. If you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Once you do, hit that bell. Once you hit the bell, you'll be receiving all upcoming content. This quick and easy dinner was fun for us, and it was delicious, and it really wasn't that complicated. And like I said, we had all day. So with that said, I'm going to remind you, as I always do, to find something today to bring joy into your life. Once you find your joy, share it with someone else. You'll be glad you did. I want you to come back for my next video. I can't wait to see you. And also, I want you to remember to be kind. It's rough out there right now, but be kind to someone and they'll appreciate you. I'll see you in the next video, my friends. Bye-bye.